Now, if you're one of those people that says the start of training camp is the start of football season, then football season is here, baby. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that this is the biggest training camp in Jaguars history, at least ever since the 90s. I mean, you look at these things right now, and all the things that have happened this offseason have really led up to an incredibly exciting training camp and preseason and regular season at that. The basic thing is we got a whole new regime in here. The first really regime change ever since 2013 when Dave Caldwell and Gus Bradley were in here. Now, this is a totally different feel. I'm not going to include the 2017 regime because, essentially we got a new head coach with Doug Marrone, but he was promoted from offensive line coach. And then the offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator stayed the same, as well as the GM. Now you look at it, man. Brand new offensive coordinator with Darrell Bevell. We got a brand new defensive coordinator in here with Joe Cullen, who's not only are we bringing in a brand new offense, but our defense is going to look brand new when it comes to us transitioning from a 4-3 to a 3-4. I know a lot of people are excited about that. And also the Jaguars will be hosting 9 drafted rookies. They had a big draft class, and no bigger player ever drafted than number 1 overall pick, 16 in your playbooks, Trevor Lawrence. It's Trevor Lawrence time, man. Our whole entire offseason has been predicated on Trevor Lawrence. Like, being able to draft Trevor Lawrence somehow made our brand new head coach, Urban Meyer, who came from the college ranks, who stepped down from a Fox Sports booth and down into the actual NFL coaching gig. He made that story become the second biggest story really around the Jaguars. We've hopefully have a quarterback. If Trevor Lawrence is not the quarterback, then I think a lot of us are just going to give up on this whole trying to get a quarterback thing because, he's really been the best promised quarterback I can ever remember in my lifetime. People compare to Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning, whatever. I don't remember any kind of Andrew Luck hype being as big as the Trevor Lawrence hype. So we're all really excited. I really want to see what the offense looks like with him, especially what kind of offense they're going to be running with him. Are they going to be doing a lot of RPOs? Is there going to be a lot of empty backfield? Is he going to be lining up under center? I'm really curious to see what this offense is going to look like. And these are some dead giveaways in training camp about what is ahead. Now, I also want to know will there be a competition at quarterback? When the first time they scrimmage at the end of practice, when they head the ones out there, is Trevor Lawrence going to be out there, or are they going to do some kind of he has to earn the spot and have Gardner Minshew or CJ Beathard run out there? I mean, me personally, I think he runs out there with the ones. I don't think they're going to be playing around with this cute old, he has to earn a position. I know some people are going to sit here and be like, well, I wouldn't mind Gardner Minshew starting the season until he really gets the playbook under him. I'm telling you this much, guys. Urban Meyer did not come and coach in the NFL in a win-now situation to be playing Gardner Minshew. I'm just going to lay you down easy and tell you that much right now. So obviously, all eyes are going to be on Trevor Lawrence. This is one thing that's so exciting, really, even about the preseason. Preseason, when you're running it back with the same head coach, same, quarterback, things get a little bit boring, but man, especially since not having preseason since 2019, and I'm a big preseason hater, I can honestly say I'm super excited about preseason. And also another thing I'm going to be looking at is Travis Etienne. Obviously our second first round pick. And, it's not like we drafted the left tackle number 25 overall, and then they're going to be playing left tackle and we kind of can not watch him as closely. But Travis Etienne, we want to see what he does in this offense. Apparently, he's not only a running back, he's going to be playing some receiver as well. So I really hope some of these media guys are really taking a dive into how many snaps he's getting at wide receiver and what he's doing at running back, and just really monitoring a lot of Travis Etienne's activity, because I am super fascinated to kind of see where the Jaguars work him in the offense, because I still think James Robinson has an extremely prominent role with this offense. I think he's going to still get 15 touches a game. I mean, not because, he's the starter, not because, he's the vet. A big thing is because last year James Robinson proved it. Last year James Robinson proved that he's an absolute beast, and drafting anybody should not take those things away from him. So you also look at it, and Travis Etienne, electrifying player. So we got to find ways to get these different guys the ball. And I'm also curious to see which wide receiver is really going to stand out. Right now, from a fantasy football perspective, it's really hard to look at the wide receivers and think, who's going to be the guy? You know what I mean? You have DJ Chark, who's had a 1,000-yard season before. You also have Laviska Shenault going into his second year. Marvin Jones, an NFL vet who's had double-digit touchdowns the last couple seasons. And you have your rising guys like Colin Johnson, who could be a dark horse hero. So just a lot of different guys, a lot of different mouths to feed, and there's going to be a lot of buzz around these training camps. So I really want to see around training camp and preseason or whatnot, that what wide receiver really emerges. And heck, maybe the Jaguars have had a lot of luck with undrafted wide receivers. Do we get another Allen Hurns, Keelan Cole, even Alan Lazard? While he didn't make the Jaguars roster, he made big impacts over in Green Bay. So I wonder if any of these guys really do stand out. And on the defensive side of the ball, obviously, like I said earlier, we're switching to a 3-4 defense, going to be totally different. Gone is just one of the most hated guys, and Todd Wash. Jaguar fans just hated him, and rightfully so. He's a guy that seemed like he was 7 years on the job and just got lazy, got complacent, and just wasn't creative at all. So we got some new blood in here with Joe Cullen, and I'm really going to be looking at the defensive backs, both the cornerbacks and the safeties, because at cornerback, we've invested a lot in that position. I mean, the number 9 overall pick in C.J. Henderson in 2020. Then they signed Shaquille Griffin to starting money in 2021 offseason. And then they go out and draft a cornerback number 33 overall. So which of these guys is going to stay on for the base coverage? Is Tyson Campbell going to be out of there, or are they going to bump C.J. Henderson out of there? And really, who's going to be playing a nickel? I really want to see that, and it's really going to be fascinating to kind of see that. Or maybe they run a lot of 4 cornerback sets. Who really knows? And also the safety position. Obviously, we signed Rayshon Jenkins, safety, to a pretty good deal in the offseason to be a starter. But that other spot, does Andre Cisco get a real shot when it comes to actually starting day one for the Jaguars, or will that be Jared Wilson's kind of spot to lose? I imagine day one it'll be Jared Wilson, but I wonder how loose that competition is at that spot. So I really, really do want to see that. Along the defensive line, there's really nobody I'm going to really be keying in on because, man, we got a lot of different guys. Obviously, Josh Allen, Devon Hamilton coming back from injury. We want to see K'Lavon Chaisson come back in a big way. We have Jay Tufele, a new rookie. We also signed Roy Robertson Harris. There's a lot going on the defensive line. So at that spot, I'm mostly going to sit back and wait for guys to emerge. Wait for really see guys. Oh man, this guy's having a great camp. Oh, did you see this guy's preseason? He was amazing. That's more so what I'm going to be looking at when it comes to the defensive line. Now, a couple bits of news. I made a video about a month ago about an undrafted rookie, Dylan Moses, who was really pinned to be a potential first-round pick before injury kind of problems caught up with him. He's being placed on a non-football injury list, and I imagine the Jaguars going to put him on the injured reserve this year to get a full year of recovery for his knees, and then maybe in 2022 come back in a big way. That's kind of what I'm hoping. Another big news is that all draftees are signed. Every single player the Jaguars signed in the 2021 NFL draft are signed, so we're not going to be having any guys holding out of training camp. Everybody's going to be there. Everybody's going to be participating. It's going to be a lot of fun. And also another bit of news is that there's going to be 5 open practices to public for Jaguar fans in one scrimmage. So basically, Thursday, July 29th through Saturday, July 31st, open practices. Also Friday, August 6th, and Saturday, August 7th, as well as a scrimmage on August 8th. So you can pretty much book those on the Jaguars website if you kind of want to go to those. And I'm happy it's on the weekends. A lot of times they used to put these on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then being from Orlando, it's hard to get out there. But, hopefully I can make it out to one of these Saturday practices. I want to make it to at least one. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, That's the video, man. Hopefully all you guys are excited. It's going to be just lit on this channel. There's going to be a lot of things going on, and I'm really ready to ramp this up, get things going, and I want to be the go-to spot for Jaguar fans all around the globe to meet up, hang out here on YouTube, in the comment section, in the live streams, and just be able to provide you guys different coverage on the Jaguars from a fan's perspective. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you guys for watching. Go Jag. You guys watched the whole video. Really appreciate that. You guys can subscribe to the channel for the best source of Jaguars news on the YouTube platform. Also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at UCF_Jaguar. And you can become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month for exclusive channel content. Thank you guys, and go Jags.